is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway in Caesar Superdome. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Chuck now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Now Chuck on 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Olave. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19 Tiger.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down from the 42. They go right back to Etienne. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Chuck working from the gun. He's going to push one deep down there. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
First carry here for the rookie out of Texas A&M. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And you won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they can be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Let's go. 19 Wyatt. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Oh, he put everything he had. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Go!
Here's ETN to begin the drive. He comes it back right. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
ETN gets it on his own read. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Shuck now on first down. Buys time, rolling right. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints reach pay dirt for the first time this game. The extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10.
Craig! Cavity line!
They're going play action. Taking a shot deep here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Saints 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. ETN gets it on the draw. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. The right side cut by Olave. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 now from the 46. An option give here to Etienne. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
12 more yards.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Under 10. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Pistol snap here to Shuck. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it. Trying to get it on the keeper. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
All set now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Etienne gets it. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Shock looking to pass here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and it gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Shock. It's on target to Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Off to play action. Shock. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. And they've got to regroup for 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. A very short kick here from the right hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good for a gain of 5. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Shock to throw. He's still going at the 30, and he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. To throw again here, it's Shock. Hitting Olave on the slant. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Point after good from Smith. And the Saints push their lead to 3.
17. Steelers 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Panther 11. Panther. Let's go. Warriors 17. 19 Lions. Ready, right?
3rd and long for him here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And after 1 play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Reed now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Shot.
Sending him on the dive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll go play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
60. 2. Top 19. 18. Rodler. 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. He dodged the tackle. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
From the red zone on 1st. Complete right side to Washington. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Tag. 70.
Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. Practice. Check. Hurt. Ready up.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Here we go, all squared up once again after the first drive of the second half. Something tells me, though, Kate, these kickers, they better stay warm because more than likely their leg is going to play a big difference in this outcome.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
The football's loose. And the Steelers get to it. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You could almost feel the eyes of those defenders like saucers. They see a quarterback in the open field, and all they want to do is knock him out. Or in this case, knock the ball loose. Job well done.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Deputy Ranger. Come on, come on.
Back to throw now. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Chuck now from the gun. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. Go.
On play action, here's Shuck. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shuck working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock, but he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, well, they took advantage.
Point after up is good from Boswell. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
31. Saints 17.
little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Chuck. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet.
Ready?
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Throwing off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Go! Lightning, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Ready, roll.
Back now, pressure coming. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready?
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go. Let's go.
They go play action on 1st down. He's got it over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Ready?
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Warriors 70. Cougar 19. Go.
Will work against the blitz. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun snap to Shook. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication. Everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. He's loaded another one up. Oh, my.